so I finally found and bought a bottle of Armani Stronger with You Amber, and I'm gonna share my thoughts on it with you. But before I begin, Armani, what's going on? Why are you making it so hard to even find these bottles? In this video, I'm going to go through my initial thoughts on what it smells like, how to use it, mass appeal, performance, and more. Some of the notes in Armani Stronger with You Amber are amber, vanilla, and lavender. So like always, I'm gonna spray on my hand and up in the air. Okay. Absolutely gorgeous up in the air. And this on hand smells pretty much the same as up in the air. And this might be the shortest review yet, because this pretty much smells like those three notes, pretty much. This opens up with quite a noticeable dose of lavender. The opening definitely makes me think of the opening of Stronger with You Oud. That one also has quite a noticeable dose of lavender in the opening, but I mean, it's not exactly the same kind of lavender. So not a complicated opening in that this is primarily a dose of lavender in the opening, and I also feel that its amberness is present right there in the opening. So this is like, it has the sort of brightness and aromatic freshness of lavender mixed with a bit of warmth and shine from the amber. And yeah, this is absolutely not a complicated kind of opening, but much like the other ones in this line and in this sort of exclusive series, it smells really good. As Armani Stronger with You Amber heads into the mids, I'm starting to pick up more on that vanilla. It's like a super smooth and slightly sweet vanilla. And its amberness just grows stronger and stronger. And the lavender goes from being something that is sort of bright and fresh to something that instead is less of that and instead more full. And I mean, the opening, definitely a nice one. But when that vanilla starts to come in, that sort of a super smooth and slightly sweet vanilla, this gets a lot more interesting. The dry down is even more exciting because to me, the vanilla has grown quite a lot in intensity in the dry down. So this is primarily like a vanillic, slightly sweet scent that's, at least to me, incredibly smooth and incredibly ambery. The lavender is still there in the dry down, but to me at least, it's quite soft. So Stronger with You Amber is sort of a like they took the OG, removed the chestnut, and toned down its balsamicness, made it a lot less spicy, and instead put in a massive dose of amber and also amped up the lavender. So Armani Stronger with You Amber is like, if you want Stronger with You, but without the chestnut, with a lot less sweetness, a lot less spiciness, and instead absolutely like crave a big dose of amber and with a lot more lavender to it. So what about compliments and mass appeal? If you worn the different Stronger with Yous, then you know that they are incredibly likable and mass appealing scents. This is another one. A lot of people will most definitely think you smell really good when you have this one on. But I'm gonna say that I do think that the far dry down of it is a lot more likable and mass appealing than the opening and the mids. So when it comes to performance, I really don't know. I need to wear this more. But based on how this sort of oozes off my skin and how it lingers in the air around me, I do feel that this is a bit stronger than the OG Stronger with You. But I don't feel this is a beast mode kind of scent. So based on my first impressions of Stronger with You Amber, I definitely think this is above average, sort of hovering around strong, but not beast mode. So here are my initial thoughts on usage. So like versatility, seasons and occasions. This is primarily a warm and ambery kind of scent with a prominent dose of vanilla and a bit of lavender. This is definitely more of a spring, fall and winter scent than anything else. But my experience of wearing this kind of scent is that this kind of scent can develop in an absolutely fantastic way on summer nights as well, like with a bit of warmth. So I'm definitely going to try this on summer nights as well. And when it comes to occasions, I mean, you can really wear this to pretty much any occasion, both sort of formally and can casually wear this to work if you want, and most people will most definitely think you smell really good. However, definitely wear this when you are going out or when you are going on a date, because this is another sexy Stronger With You. With that said, this is not going to be something that I reach for when going to the gym. For the gym, I prefer more fresh and sort of a refreshing scents. So what are some of the alternatives to Stronger With You Amber? I do feel that most of the alternatives are of course within the Stronger With You line. And like I previously mentioned, Stronger With You Amber is almost like if you took the OG Stronger With You, removed the chestnut, toned down its balsamic side, toned down its sweetness and its spiciness, and instead put in a massive dose of amber and also amped up the lavender. So if that sounds good to you, then definitely check out the OG. Like you can see, I absolutely love the OG, and not only do I enjoy using it on its own, this is one of my favorites when it comes to fragrance layering. Now, if you would switch out the amber in Stronger With You Amber and instead replace it with a big dose of a super smooth and what is probably one of the most mass appealing oud ever made, then you will pretty much get Stronger With You oud. This is basically oud, vanilla and lavender in a fantastic blend. And if you absolutely love the scent of leather, then you really gotta check out Stronger With You Leather, which is basically a balsamic, leathery and vanilla kind of scent. So who's Stronger With You Amber for? I do feel that if you enjoy most of the Stronger With Yous, then you will most likely enjoy this one as well. With that said, enjoying the scent of amber is pretty much a must, because this is loaded with amberiness. And the same thing goes for the scent of vanilla. If you usually do not enjoy vanillic scents, then this is probably not for you. So here are my final thoughts based on my first impression of Stronger With You Amber. First off, Armani, you gotta do better. Please make this entire line, especially these sort of exclusives or whatever you call them, more accessible. It should not be that hard to find them. The scent itself, for what it is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, this is not a complicated kind of scent. And if I compare this to Stronger With You, let's say Stronger With You Absolutely has a lot more depth to it, a lot more nuances to it, and in a way is a lot sexier than amber. But this smells absolutely gorgeous. I really look forward to wearing this more, and I'm super curious on how this will smell like when I start layering it with other fragrances. So I would absolutely love to know in the comments how you feel about Armani Stronger With You Amber. Is it a like? Is it a dislike? Do you absolutely love it or hate it?